Thank you for signing up here at Skool for Junior Golf Pro to Go. If you're new to the sport, it can be a bit overwhelming trying to think, okay, how can I help my son or daughter improve when I don't play myself, or you don't play often, or you don't play well? The answer is simple, okay? It starts with the first thing we have to do is we have to get organized, okay? So organized means to what? To create a team for your junior golfer. Somebody who handles all the logistics, right? If you sign up for a team sport, then the league and the coach and all those handle logistics. In golf, you have to handle logistics, right? The place to practice, the equipment, all that stuff. And we have instruction videos. We're going to cover all that stuff for you, so it's not that complicated. So once we get organized, now we have the team is organized. So now we have a parent, okay, helping their junior golfer. They're organized. Next, we have to move into effort, okay? Effort is really how much time should you spend during the week, right? Because again, you're making the schedule, not a league or not the coach. You're making your schedule. So most youth sports, if you sign up for, girls volleyball, 11 years old, probably 3 to 4 hours a week. Boys 9 and under, baseball, little league, 3 to 4 hours a week. That's kind of a general rule. So we're gonna say, hey, we put a scorecard over there, and we're gonna give you 3 or 4 hours worth of stuff to do each week. And so every time you complete some tasks, we give you points. And so you kind of hold yourself accountable and say, okay, we're doing all these things. We're checking all the boxes that we need to be checking, okay? And so now you're organized. Now you're putting in the right amount of effort. What's the last stage, okay? It's technical skill acquisition, right? Is your junior golfer learning how to make swings, how to make the golf ball do better, how to shoot, lower scores, all of those things, right? And that we cover through the instruction classes, okay? So on the Skool website, you're going to go into the classroom section, and that's where you're going to see all the instruction. Everything is going to be in there, different courses, different sections, different topics, stuff for moms, stuff for dads. Everything is going to be instruction's going to be inside there. And then there's a community tab, and when you look at the community tab, I look at the community as like the pro shop. If you go to the golf course and everybody goes out and plays, and they come in and they go to the pro shop and they turn in their scorecard, right? And then they post the scores. They write all the names down there, who's the leader, who's second, who's third, who won the money, yada, 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 okay? So what we do is we post our scores. We do weekly challenges, right? Why do you do the challenges? Number one, they're fun. Number two, okay, it's what gives us the incentive to go out into practice, right, for golf, because we want to keep getting better and better and raising up our skills, okay? So that's what we do in the community. We post our scores in there. It's also a great place where I post, additional instruction information. If I see a good deal on equipment, I post it in there. Other parents post stuff in there, other games, drills, modifications they've done in there. It's a community of learners, right? Because when you start off as an individual sport, you can feel like you're on an island. And so if we put a parent involved, well, we've got them less of the island. If I get involved, and now we have a coach, an instructor, a parent, and the team, and then now we have a community, right? It's easier for the junior golfer to learn, okay? So when you come here and you start getting yourself organized, start putting in the effort, start worrying about the technical skill. You shouldn't worry about the technical skill acquisition if you're new, okay? Just start. If you get organized and you put in the effort, I guarantee that you will acquire the technical skill acquisitions, okay? And there's always resources, if you ever get stuck, you can always get one-to-one instruction from me where you videotape yourself from wherever you're at, share it with me, let me mark it up, voice it over, and send it back, right? So there's never any time where you're really on your own. I didn't want to put together a program where I was like, oh, I'll teach you how to teach your junior golfers. Here you go. Here's this whole package. Now go figure it out. Because that's not very fair, okay? So we've got the support of a community. We've got weekly activities. We've got weekly challenges. We got everything you need. So let's get started.